All right, we are live. How is it going? How are all of you? It's good to see you again after all this time. I am back from Florida. I am back from cleaning and chopping and wishing I had power. I am back from all of that. It was a lot of work, but the family is back to where they should be in terms of having a clean yard and infrastructure and a roof with no holes in it. So yippee to that. It's nice to see all of you. So I have some updates and a bit of homework for you guys. Now this one is kind of a weird one. Now we are going to do this podcast style for the most part, so if you are driving or you're at your job and doing things that won't take you away from the earphones but will take you away from the screen, doesn't really matter because we're going to try and do this podcast style for the most part. But I will be showing one screenshot just to illustrate my point here, but I'll do my best to describe the situation, if you will. First, I'm going to start off with the not so important news. I am going to start off with Twitter. Now, as we all know by now, Twitter has become a toxic waste dump. Twitter is awful. It always has been awful, but it's getting progressively worse. There's a lot of Nazis on the platform now. A lot of Nazis there, and no matter how many of them I block, there's always more where that came from. Also, the blue ticks have just been getting progressively more annoying. And of course, if you buy a blue tick on Twitter, your voice is amplified because you're giving Elon Musk money for his website that he paid $44 fucking billion for, which as of right now, it's worth about $9 billion. So this really has been an exercise in how to quickly burn the most amount of money while getting absolutely nothing for the effort. So yay. It's awful. It's actually awful. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, there has been rumors, there has been speculations of an update coming to the block feature. Now, I just want to let some of you know that some of you are just terrible. Some of you are just the worst. And to those individuals, go fuck yourself. The world would probably, there's a very strong probably there. The world would probably be a better place without you. And you'll know if that's my opinion of you because most likely I blocked you as a result. Meaning, I don't want you looking at my shit and I don't really care to look at yours anymore. That's what the block feature is for. However, Twitter seems to be making some changes. They're going to be doing the equivalent of changing the walls of the bathroom stalls. They're going to be changing the walls there. And instead of doing, normal shit like, leaving the walls where they are, they're replacing them with glass. So you won't be able to enter the stall while I'm taking a massive shit, but you'll get to fucking watch me while I'm doing it. So not the best choice. That was not the best choice. So you have the blue tick bullshit going on. You have the Nazi problem that they have. And now you have the block feature essentially becoming useless because, let's face it, even though they are going to block their ability to participate in your threads, that doesn't really mean much. If they can continue to view your shit, screenshot it, and respond anyway. When I block you, I want you to have to do a little more work to see my post because maybe then you'll be too lazy to actually look at my shit. And most likely it has absolutely nothing to do with you anyway, because if I block you, that means you're not worth the gum that's stuck to the bottom of my shoes. It indicates that I may unplug your life support just to charge my cell phone. That's where we're at right now with the block. So if I block you, that's most likely my opinion of yours that your life is so worthless that I would literally unplug your life support just to charge my cell phone. Because I'm sorry, YouTube isn't going to doom scroll itself. So with that, I am going to be making a change. I am going to be leaving Twitter. And I will be migrating over to Blue Sky, which is just like Twitter, only that the block feature actually works, and at least for now, there's not as many Nazis on it. So, yeah, that's a thing. It's definitely a thing. So Blue Sky is where I'll be going. Now, I'm not going to be migrating over right away. This is more of a warning. I am going to migrate over to Blue Sky starting January 1st, 2025. I'm going to ring in the new year by telling Twitter to officially go fuck itself. And then I will no longer be on Twitter. I will be migrating over to Blue Sky full time. However, there are going to be some changes that happen sooner rather than later. So sometime this week or maybe next week, I'm going to make a change to the Blue Blocker plugin that I have on my little Chrome engine thingy here. You know, the little thingy that searches the internets. So the way I have it set up now is that if you follow me, then you essentially dodged a bullet because it's not going to block you if you have a blue check. Even though having a blue check is the sign of a traumatic brain injury, it won't block you if you are already following me. Another thing that it won't do is it will not block the people that I am following. That way I can still see their shit. So, yeah, what I'm going to do sooner rather than later is I'm going to modify the way that Blue Blocker works. Now it's going to be unleashed, if you will. It's going to be given the beans, given a full tank of nitrous, and told to just go absolutely fucking wild. So I'm going to adjust Blue Blocker to block all blue tick accounts. So if you don't want to be blocked on Twitter, all you have to do is stop paying for Twitter before I make this change. That's it. That's literally all you have to do to avoid getting blocked on Twitter. Just stop paying for Twitter. It's literally that easy. So, with that being said, that is the first update, which is the whole Twitter situation, because they've just done a horrible job with the website. And also, it's now a lot more buggy than it used to be. And I'm not talking about Twitter Spaces. Twitter Spaces has always been a colossal dumpster fire. It's always been, pure garbage, problems with, maintaining connection and hearing everyone in the call. It's garbage. And that's what happens when you fire 80% of your staff. You can't fucking, keep the shit up and running. Why would I pay for something that is free? Exactly. And that is why having a blue tick is the sign of a traumatic brain injury. So, yeah. So, I'm going to be leaving Twitter. I'm going to be moving over permanently to Blue Sky, which means all updates for, future observations and projects I'm working on, whenever I'm back in Florida, or updates when it comes to uploads that we are currently working on. We are working on a few videos. They are in the pipeline. No promises on when they're going to be released, but they do exist. The timeline is there. We just have to, finish it. But all updates regarding all of my shit, it's going to be posted on Blue Sky. So, guys, let's go ahead and migrate over to Blue Sky. It's just better. It works exactly like Twitter, only it actually works, and there's less Nazis over there. And I think that's a plus. So, move over to Blue Sky. After this stream is done, I will link my Blue Sky account down below. I'll see if I can share it also on the community tab so that you guys can see it there. But yeah, I'll be moving over to Blue Sky full time starting in 2025. But in the meantime, I'm going to be blocking all blue tick accounts. So if you wish to see my shit and still pay for Twitter, you're going to have to move over to Blue Sky, because Blue Sky, they don't have blue ticks. So you can enjoy the fresh air over there and what it's like to not have a traumatic brain injury, or at least not one that would make you pay for Twitter. Like, holy fuck, guys. So, that's number one. Now we move on to number two, the number two updates. We are going to be doing some International Space Station chasing over the next few weeks. I'm currently working with a guy. He is doing 3D printing in my area, and he's 3D printing some custom pieces for my telescope. He also has his own telescope that he is also modifying, and we are going to try and get him situated with Astronomy Live's tracking software so that we can track the International Space Station through not one, not two, but 3 separate telescopes. So that should be very, very good. Like I said, this is just a brief update, but that is a future project that we are working on, and I cannot wait to share that project with you all. So, with that being said, I am going to try and screen share something here, and it is a possibility that this may not work, but I would like to show you guys. So let's do a screen here. And let's do a Windows capture. Boom, there we go. I am going to try and make this work. Okay, let's shrink this down a metric fuck ton. Alright, here we go. So, I want people to pay attention to this here comment right here. I know that the sizing may not be what it should be, but there we go. That you should be able to see it now. Obviously, this is, you know, me doing this shit on the fly here, but I don't like talking about this guy. It's no secret that I don't have a very good opinion of FTFE. But I want to keep my bias out of this. I want to make sure that FTFE is actually deserving of having his ass kicked. So the best way of doing that is to give you all a bit of homework. You all may not have the same opinion of FTFE that as I do, so you may not be blinded by hatred. So let's see. So here we have a little comment, a little comment chat thing back and forth, and it says the following. FTFE is now siding with Flatzoid and supporting his lie. What a sad individual. My response, details, ? He responds, Flatzoid is still lying about how many frames he deleted. Well, that's obvious. He's always going to lie about how many frames he deleted and the reason why he deleted those frames, but that's just because he's a disingenuous piece of shit. But anyway, I respond, Flatzoid would still be lying about that. But how is FTFE supporting that lie? So he says, Flatzoid lied about several things and Craig bought into it and white knighted for him. I respond with, I will look into it. But then I started thinking, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, I don't want to look into it because I may be biased. I may want to see the worst in FTFE. This is where you all come in. This is the homework you all have. So the homework is this. Find out what the fuck that was all about. Find out what the fuck that was about. Is FTFE supporting Flatzoid and his lie regarding my video where he removed 11 frames to try and, well, manufacture evidence for the flat earth? Is FTFE deserving of a colossal internet ass kicking? Yeah, I saw that stream. Flatzoid said it was only 4 frames. Bullshit. 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 Total bullshit. Total bullshit. 100% bullshit. Absolute bullshit. So, yeah, I'm not sure what that was about, and to be frank with you guys, I really don't feel like looking into it. As I said, I am biased against FTFE. I really do not like the guy. But I want to take my bias out of the equation. I don't want it to be a factor. So I would like to leave it up to you guys to find out what the fuck is going on, and then you can comment about it down below. I would love to know what you guys find. And answer this question for me. Is FTFE deserving of an internet ass kicking? Or was this comment making it worse than it actually was? I don't know. I don't know the situation. I do not know. But I guess we will. I guess we'll find out. So that's the homework assignment. So yeah, that's basically it. This was short, sweet, simple, to the point, I think. Those are the updates and the homework assignment for you all. So, yeah. That's basically it. Let me know what you guys find down below. And I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I look forward to your comments down below. Take care. Bye-bye.